Hey Rebels, Coach Carrie here. I am a wife, mom, and nurse practitioner from Texas. After years of killing myself at the gym, I found myself still overweight and miserable. But I lost 55 pounds with Code Red and rid myself of constant chronic joint pain. Hey everybody, I want to talk to you today about what do you do when you're sick? Maybe not only what can you do, but how can you also prevent it, right? This is heavy on my mind. The beginning of the week, we were starting not to feel good here in my house. And I, had to follow these rules myself. So, and they worked for me. So I want to share them with you as well. Now, we all know the things to do when we're sick. We have some great information in the knowledge base in the app. If you want to check that out, there's a what to do when you're sick article, and it's amazing. Got some great information in there. We know we want to get extra fluids in, extra water and electrolytes. And it's very important to stay hydrated. You do not want to get dehydrated during this time. So above all else, make sure you're getting those things in. And if you do a little bit more, that's okay, right? As long as make sure you're getting the electrolytes as well. We want you to stay hydrated. We also want you to get extra sleep, extra rest. Super important. When you're resting, your body is able to recover, replenish, kind of renew itself, and get rid of those, whatever's making you sick, those cells, and it just is able to renew. And that's very, very important for a lot of reasons, but especially when you're sick. So make sure you're getting extra rest as well. We want you to stay on that food list. Do not deviate. It's not going to do you any favors, right? I know myself included, a lot of us grew up on some things that we did when we were sick that we didn't know, right? Our parents didn't know what they didn't know. And the things that we were given when we were sick really didn't do us any favors, right? We had sugary things, we had, the crackers and the chicken noodle soup. I know that's what I grew up with when we were feeling sick. And we thought it made us feel better, but it really doesn't do anything good for you. So please stay on the list. If you do not feel hungry, maybe some bone broth, and there's so many great ones out there, and you can also make your own if you're so inclined to do that. But those would be great things, and that's going to give you some fluid as well, and it's going to give you a little bit of sustenance through that time. If you don't really have an appetite, make sure bland foods, things that are going to be easily digested with you, chicken breast, things like that. Those are great options just to get a little bit of nourishment in whenever you are sick. So we do want you to stay on the list though. That doesn't give you any excuse to go off plan. It just doesn't, right? So you have to stay on that list, and that's going to do you so many favors. Now, I was doing a little bit of research, just trying to update some knowledge, and I found out some interesting information that I want to share with you as well, and it relates to vitamin D. We all know and love our vitamin D. Love it. I've been taking it for years, and it is amazing. It does so many great things. But as far as being sick, and this time of year, it does a lot of good. It can help you sleep. It can help you sleep better, but by regulating your cycles, your body's natural cycles, you can be well rested and wake up and feel refreshed. And that's always important for so many things. We know that sleep is good, right? We said we want to get extra rest, and it's going to do so many great things for you. Just overall, well, not only weight loss, but just good health, right? So it helps you sleep. It also supports your lung function. That was kind of interesting for me. I hadn't heard it in so many words. And so it supports your lung function. And what are we in right now? We're in cold and flu season. We're deep into it, right? So we want to have those lungs functioning properly and fighting those things off. So it helps with that. It also gives you more energy. It just does. It just makes you feel better all around. It can improve your mood. And this time of year, we often have seasonal depression. Those types of symptoms can make you feel kind of yucky. And this will help, right? Vitamin D will help that. It also can increase your resistance to cold and flu. So it supports your immune system, right? It makes you stronger and able to fight those things off better. Also, it decreases inflammation, right? So all great things when you're thinking about, getting sick. And I know this time of year, we're tired, we're run down a little bit, we've got a lot of things going on. And so it's extra important to take care of yourself. And these are all ways that you can do that. So I hope this helped you in some way. I do want to mention the vitamin D, the Code Red vitamin D, it's the best. It really just is. I've been taking it for several years. I've had a vitamin D deficiency most of my adult life, and I could never get my levels even to barely register on the lab work. And since taking the Code Red vitamin D, it's way up in the upper end of normal. And so it really does work great. So you want to get a good one. And this is one I would recommend. And I'll link it below. It's in the shop and you can certainly get some of that. And I may need to get more. I'm looking like I'm running a little low myself. So I hope you all stay well. I hope this helped you in some way. Comment below and let me know. Are you staying healthy? Are you having any issues? How can we support you during this time? I'd love to hear from you. Let me know. Talk to you later, guys.